it is I, Mango, and as promised, Klepto's human form, some tips for drawing in the Rise style, and a Q&A. But before that, a quick recap on who Klepto is. Klepto, my self-insert for ROTTMNT, is a Lijuyokai originating from Witchtown. She got banished for stealing from the townsfolk and moved to live on the surface. She then goes back and forth between New York and the Hidden City and pickpockets passerby, and then she sells the stolen goods and lives off the money she makes. But that's only the gist of it. If you want to know more, head to the first design video where I drew her normal yokai form. Today, I'm designing her disguise for when she's out in New York. Stealing from people, because it's a lot easier to steal from people when you look like a normal human girl and not an oversized pink lizard. Oh, by the way, while I talk about her design, I'm gonna answer a question every now and then. There'll still be a dedicated segment later, but I'm sprinkling them in here for funsies. So, without further ado, let's draw. I started sketching out her rough pose, and I was immediately struggling. This was the hardest part. You'd think that after all the bodies I've drawn, making a pose as simple as this would be easy. No, artist problems. So, what does one do when having trouble with something? Avoid it and work on something else. So I grabbed my sketchbook and started drawing her head instead. Hello, I'd like to draw attention to this bag my great aunt gave me the other day. It looks like a pair of pants and that's exactly the type of weird crap I like owning. Plus, I've been wanting a new bag to lug my iPad around forever. Thank you, Lola Connie. Back to the video. The main reference for her hair was Big Mama's hair. Quick side tangent on drawing hair in the Rise style. Rise actually has two different styles for drawing hair. Style number 1 is the more simplified shape style. For example, Big Mama, April, Sunita, Karai, and Lujitsu's hair. They're all mostly solid blocks, sometimes with little strands poking out. Style 2 is more detailed. Examples are Splinter's hair and Draxum's hair. Study the two and figure out which one fits your character more. I was kinda struggling with picking between the two. Klepto's bangs are more like the simplified style, while her ponytail leans more toward the detailed style. I had it in my head that I had to pick one, so I messed around with the ponytail to try and make it look more like style 1, but in the end I said, who gives a damn, and I mixed the two, so here we are. I took a picture of the doodle I liked the most, imported it into Procreate, traced, and flipped it to fix anything weird. Spoiler, I didn't do it right, and some things are still weird in the final. And for some reason, my hands were finally capable of drawing bodies again at this point, so I stopped avoiding that and got to work. Also, first question that I'm gonna answer, from Koispec, put all my sonas in a room, who comes out alive? Mango EXE, without a doubt, she's a stone cold killer. I also reckon that Hayami, my Naruto insert, would die first. She's the youngest, and while she's not the weakest, Mango EXE likes going after smaller people first. I heard that! Grow a few inches and maybe you'll last longer! Aight, so back to the body. Having successfully drawn a body that wasn't terrible, I moved on to outfit designs. The first outfit is closely based on my own clothes, and the other two are just, random ideas. I also drew April's outfit on Klepto because everything in April's outfit is already in the correct style, so if it looks right on Klepto, then it probably means I'm doing things right. I don't know, I'm not professional. Anyway, so I got some feedback from friends, and not you guys because spoilers, and I came up with this final sketch. On that note, would you guys rather I ask for your opinions or avoid spoilers? Let me know. Oh, tip number 2 for drawing in the Rise style. Copy what you can and use as much reference as possible. I suggest you trace and break down your reference and then apply what you learn to your own arts. See Ethan Becker. That's how you learn faster and improve. Do not do this. That's how you end up getting scolded by the internet for being an art thief. You're also not learning that way, so your art improves less. It's a lose-lose. So I settled on the design for her outfit and moved on to inking. To mimic the inking style in Rise, I used the Josinki ink brush. It's a default in Procreate. I use it at 4% size and 1% opacity. If you don't use Procreate, try finding a thin brush with non-blurry edges and a slight taper. The line art in Rise is always pure black, unless it's magic, and I haven't found any other exceptions to that rule. Actually, maybe I just can't remember. I don't know, guys. It's been weeks since I finished watching Rise at this point. Aight, answering one more question from Honeybee. Besides ROTT Menti and stuff like Harry Potter, what else are you into? I'm personally a huge Marvel fan, so do you like anything from them or another universe like DC? I am also a Marvel fan and also a DC fan. Specifically, I'm a fan of Spider-Man in general, not just Tom Holland's version, and I'm a fan of the Bat-Fam and Young Justice for DC. I'm also into the PJO books, the Troll Hunter series from Netflix, and the TV show Lego Monkey Kid, which is animated by the same studio as Rise, and I highly recommend. Also a bunch of other stuff, but it'd take too long to list them. So, inking done, time for coloring. This was the second hardest part. I at first wanted her to have a yellow hoodie because that's my signature color and stuff, but you might ask me, but Mango, Klepto isn't yellow, why were you planning on giving her a yellow hoodie? Well, her human form actually doesn't have to be a direct parody of the yokai form. We know that from Sunita. As a yokai, she's a green humanoid blob with one eye covered. As a human, neither eye is covered and she barely has any green in her outfit. There are quite little similarities between her two forms. So that meant I could have full creative liberty when designing what Klepto's disguise looked like. Remember in the past video when I was panicking about making Klepto a cat or a lizard? Yeah, well, I realized I could just give her human form a cat hoodie, and I didn't actually need to pick, so ha! I am way too clingy with my cat motif. Obnoxious but consistent, am I right? So anyways, back on track. Hoodie coloring. So I wanted her hoodie to be yellow, but there was one big problem. April. She would look too much like April. They already both got dark skin and hair, a ponytail, and a crop top hoodie. They're gonna look the same. I actually made a post about this a while back, kind of funny looking back at it. This was back when I still looked like this. And now, Mango, I actually have a ponytail, so yeah. Anyways, yellow color scheme was a no-go, so I just based the colors off Klepto's scale pattern. Does Klepto shed? Hey, Klep! Do you shed?
Never call me Klep! Why do you want to know?
Nothing. Never mind. I guess it remains a mystery. Oh yeah, one more tip for drawing, or more like coloring, in the Rise style. TV shows like Rise have a specific color palette that the character designers abide to. Rise's palette sticks mostly to the cooler side, and bright warm colors aren't used often. Keyword, often. They still use them sometimes, but most things have a cool color palette. Oh, I also don't shade Klepto's ref sheets. Rise doesn't really have shading unless there's a really specific lighting scenario. So yeah, don't shade your ref sheet if you want it to look legit. So the speed paint is nearly done playing. I'ma start the actual Q&A section now, and then after the Q&A, I'll show you guys the final design. Not gonna bring Klepto in yet. She gets her own thing at the end. Plus, I think she's busy right now. Maybe she's shedding. So, first question, or questions, from Alex Rawls. Hi. Who is my oldest OC? That I still draw to this day? Rain. He's been around for 2 years and has changed drastically in design. My favorite OC is either Indigo or Vis. Do I have any pets? Yes, a Belgian Malinois named Scout, and it's his birthday soon. What upcoming games / books / films are you excited for? For TV shows, the 4th season for The Dragon Prince and Lego Monkey Kid. For movies, the second Black Panther movie and My Father's Dragon. Both of which are releasing my birthday, by the way. I'm also excited for the Black Clover movie. From Poltergeist, what's my favorite ice cream flavor? This is kinda to be expected, but Mango Graham. Next, from Democry. Your accent and manic sketching style work so well together. What is that accent, and is English your first language? 1. Thank you. 2. I have a distinct accent. I thought I was doing a good job of speaking in a US English accent. And 3. According to my dad, Visayan, which is a dialect of the Philippines, or Tagalog. According to my mom, Spanish, because of Dora. That's what she told me. I'm not kidding. Next one from Fourth with a Budget. Hi. If I could perfectly recreate an art style, what would it be? Well, Rise's style, obviously. I actually want to try and draw Klepto into screenshot to try and trick people into thinking she's part of the show at some point. And other than that, maybe Lavender Town or Grace Liu's art style. Next, from Sleepy Egglog. 1. Any plans to interact with the small following you've made here on YT? I'm assuming you don't mean in real life interactions. I reckon I interact with you guys a lot in the comments. I like talking to you guys. If you mean something like a live stream, I want to do one of those, but I don't have a method for doing it. I'll try and figure it out. 2. Have I ever thought of making OC content? All the time, but I really want to talk about my children and make animatics about them, but other video ideas and school has pushed them aside. 3. Thoughts on Cebu dried mangoes. They are one of the best foods to ever exist. I don't eat them often though because packets are expensive. Once I monetize my video, I'ma spend all my money on them. I'm only half joking. From Milo the Freak, on a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome are you? Only fictional characters and celestial beings can reach 10, so the answer is 9. From Frenzy, what got me into TMNT? The 2012 show. That show is one of the defining parts of my childhood. I'm not kidding. I love that show. From Newhen D10, can I speak Spanish? Si, pero only a little bit. The Philippines and Spain actually have history, and Tagalog is full of borrowed Spanish words. From Lilypad Gaming, is there any Rise character you despise for literally no reason? You have someone you want me to say? Anyways, Leo, I'm not elaborating. Have fun posting that out. From Bunnyfox AJ, cats or dogs? Cats, but I still love dogs. Any tips for drawing humans? You don't need to learn the muscles. They don't matter. All you need to know is the one general simplified shape. See Ethan Becker's channel. That's it for now. What you mean by for now? Is there more? What you planning, Bunnyfox? From Xenocyte, hi. All of my OCs get into a big fight. Who ends up winning? Liam, this guy. I've changed his age since I last drew him, so now he's in his late 20s. And he's also the second tallest of my OCs. And he also lives in a post-apocalyptic nightmare. So that gives him a bit of an edge. From Mochi, if I had to choose school or YouTube, both, depends on my mood. School gives me fun challenges, and that's where I socialize with real people, but it also gives me not so fun challenges. YouTube lets me have fun, but sometimes dates are slow and there's no comments to interact with. It's kind of 50-50. I wouldn't choose one or the other. Am I a smart or average student? Depends on the subject. I'm dreadful at math, but I can kick ass at English, arts, and science. And lastly, from Edward18517, do I believe in the supernatural? No, not really, but I am paranoid about it. Like, I'll be alone in a room. I don't believe in ghosts, but I'm always afraid there's something behind me. On that note, I'm alone in my room recording right now, so thanks for making me think about that. What is the most unexplainable thing I've ever encountered? Several times I've noticed that my dreams predicted a random scene that happens in the future. It's really weird. It's never anything relevant. I'll just notice that, wait, hasn't this happened before? Yeah, deja vu vibes. Okay, my turn is over, and now it's time to bring Klepto in. Give me a second. Bring it on. Hey, it's Klepto. Quick fourth wall break. Yumi is a noob at voice acting. Forgive her if she messes up my voice. She's not used to it. I'm still learning, guys. I'm trying my best, though. If you're wondering where Mango is, she's behind the camera, staring at me real creepy. Could you stop? Thanks. So, first question. Opinions on mud. Dude, you gave Mango all these other questions and you give me this. Yeesh. Anyways, kidding aside, I like mud. It's good for my scales, and I also happen to know the mud dog, so there's that. I've run a few heists with them way back. Leonard called me Klep sometimes. It was pretty annoying. And then Danny and Mickey started doing it too. Ugh, dang, I missed them. They got caught on a heist I wasn't on. I haven't seen them in months. Hope they're alright. Next question, hopefully not also about mud. Where was I at during the Krang invasion? At Wessel's restaurant, working my shift. I remember, the ceiling started shaking like crazy and I wasn't gonna stay put and not see what was going on. I think Whistle yelled something at me when I was running out the door, but I mean, I couldn't hear him over the noise. For all I know, he was yelling encouragement. So I ran to the server, spotted Cassandra and her scouts, and I joined in the fray. Related to that, am I any help in fights? Nope, not really. I'm pretty agile, but I can't really hit hard, and besides, I don't like direct confrontation too much. I avoided it at all costs when I was doing picking rounds. I only joined the Krang War because the city was in danger, and I also didn't want to go back to my shift. Do you guys know how little yokai tip? A mob boss once tipped me 3 unicorns. The guy had 5 rows of gold teeth. Fighting style. Dodge as much as I can and maybe get a petty move or 2 in. Did I survive the Krang apocalypse? Physically, yes. Did I survive the emotional aftermath? No. Next, what do I think of Mikey's art? I personally don't draw, which is rare for Mango Sonas, but I think Mikey's art is real nice. The kid's got real talent. And finally, this question got asked 2 times apparently. This is a good one. Favorite stolen item and how did I get it? I stole a guy's heart. Give me a second, I'm gonna do something real quick. I took this from Baron Jackson's lab. I have no idea what creature it belongs to, but it's real cool looking. Is that what was in the locked box under your bed? Well, there's other stuff in there, but yeah. Ah, okay. Then can I go now? No, you gotta do the reveal first. Slap the thing on. Okay then. Here it is, Human Klepto, and here are the ref sheets. I am now going to conveniently stop talking so Mango can end the video with less interactions will have to be animated. Why, how kind of you, Klepto. So, here it is. I know it's been a month and the hype for this vid has died down a lot, if not completely, but I still hope you all liked it. It's actually been weeks since I've actually drawn the ref sheets and I can spot all sorts of mistakes and things I like to change. For one, I didn't flip properly so she looks screwed up. But I probably won't make that second pass into a video. I'm way more happy with her lizard design, but I'm still somewhat proud of this though. I've also got something planned for Halloween, which I hopefully will finish on time, and you guys have actually seen a sneak peek of it during the vid, and I'll leave it at that. See you all whenever. I also have exams soon. Wish me luck.